Okay, this is the October 18th, 2021 meeting of Legislation and Administration Committee of the RTM. It is 8:46, and we are. Let's kick off the meeting. Go ahead, Drew, with the minutes. Thank you.
You guys have seen the minutes. Do anyone want to move to approve the minutes?
Oh, sorry, we need a motion. Can someone move? I thought you were going to move. Sorry. Can we move? Somebody move the minutes, please.
I'm Amy Rivera. I'll make a motion to move the minutes.
Thank you. And a second?
Pam second. Okay, Pam's on the meeting.
Pam.
Hi, Pam.
Hi, guys. Sorry, I couldn't.
Did Jeff join
any
in?
Comments? Any comments on the minutes? All those in favor? Aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, thank you. Moving on to we're on item 7, which is the middle school roof replacement project. Pardon me?
We're not going to start with the top one, the historic leases, and then the pollinator pathway. We're not going in order?
Well, they're not votes.
There's no item to discuss
okay,
there.
Thank
that was
you.
just a presentation.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
We're going to item 7.
Item 7,
which,
thank you.
Is the Board of Education applying for a grant, and did we discuss this? I'm sorry, did we discuss this at the larger meeting? Item 7?
Yes, he was going to move Roger Ludlow from 2023 to 2022, add in Sherman School.
Add in the
familiar?
The planning, right?
I'm confused. I guess there was 2 items, but okay, so this is item 7. Do I have a motion on this one?
I'll move it.
Drew Georgiadis moves.
Okay, and it sounded like Pam was in there too. Let's let Pam second it. Any discussion on this? Sorry for my confusion. I guess these 2 blended in my head. Any discussion on this one, which seems to be the setup, not the dollars, but the setup of the plan.
Mm-hmm.
It's the setup of the plan, so it's not. Is this the one that's contingent upon a vote of the Board of Finance, or no?
It says subject to Board of Selectmen.
Okay.
Sorry, Karen, go ahead.
Pam Iacono. So the Board of Selectmen approved this one this afternoon? Okay, this is the one to form a building.
No, I think they approved 8.
No, wait, hold on. So this is to form a building committee.
Mm-hmm.
So this did not come up at the meeting tonight.
Yeah, it did.
Sort of melded the 2 things together. Okay, I'm fine with this item.
I'm a little confused because I thought...
They're just approving it, right? They're just giving it to special projects?
Yeah, they're giving it to special projects. Yeah. So it's not really establishing a new committee.
So, Karen, is number 7 before us?
Number 7 is to form the committee, and that was he mentioned it briefly, but that is that's a separate thing, and I think the Board of Selectmen probably approved it today, but I don't think he told us one way or the other. And then the next item is about funding it, which is subject to BOF approval.
Okay, so we should take action on both of these items then?
Yes,
right.
Please separately if you don't mind.
Okay, yep. So item 7 seems to be about applying for a grant for reimbursement, I guess.
Form a committee.
Establishing the committee and authorizing preparation of schematic drawings and specs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sorry. Did we do a motion? Could I have a motion, please?
Yeah,
Drew moved. Pam seconded.
Got it. Thank you. Okay.
Drew
Any
moved,
discussion
Pam
on this
seconded.
item? Any discussion on this item? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Oh, sorry, I
Anyone
was
opposed?
on mute. I was trying to say something and I was on mute.
Go ahead.
May I just ask I'm confused because I'm not sure I understand. I don't think we did talk about a grant. I don't think reimbursement from the state is a grant, is it? It's just reimbursement, right? Or is it a grant? I don't recall ever voting on anything that required, to get reimbursement. So, am I looking at this wrong? This just seems different. Is this like a special grant?
Well, this is probably the reimbursement that he was talking about, right?
Yeah, but every
I don't
project,
know.
every educational project has possibility of getting reimbursed. I mean, a lot of construction projects get reimbursed. I mean, Pam, you were on the Board of Ed. Like, did we ever vote on a typical reimbursement for a construction project, or is this something different? Because it says grant.
I think maybe what happened here is they left the language in from the Board of Selectmen meeting, and I have a feeling we probably only need to approve this building committee.
Right.
It's my guess.
So, okay.
That's my guess. I don't know that for sure. I don't see any harm in approving it. I mean, because
no, I don't either. I just think if there's a special grant. If there's like a grant on top of the 25% or whatever reimbursement we typically would get, they should have mentioned it. That's all.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, unless there is a grant out there, then that would come to us if it says
I think we would have heard that.
If it said it needed legislative approval. So, but for certain, we have to do the building committee. That's most definitely a given.
All right, good.
Okay.
I mean, obviously we'll vote.
Did anyone not vote yet?
I got kicked off the phone, so I may not have voted. I vote yes on that one. So
Let me ask this. Is anyone opposed? Is anyone opposed, or are there any abstentions? Okay, so we're unanimous on that. And now we'll move to item 8, which is the dollars, the $2.99 million for the Ludlow Middle School roof and the 2 design small number for the design projects. Do I have a motion on this one?
I'll move to Pat to approve.
Okay, and a second?
I'll second.
I'll second. I'm always afraid I'm going to interrupt someone.
Yeah, it's hard on the phone.
Thing.
I can't tell just by voices who seconded.
Amy Ruggiero.
Amy. Thank you.
Any discussion on this item?
It's Pam. I'm going to abstain, just waiting for the Board of Finance. I don't anticipate any problems, so.
Okay. Anyone else?
Pam, when does the Board of Finance meet?
Thursday.
I'm going to do this.
Any other discussion?
That's you, Amy?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to abstain.
Any other discussion? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So the ayes are Josh, Karen, Bill, and the abstains are Amy, Pam, and Drew.
That sounds right?
That sounds right.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Moving along, we are on item 9, which is the additional appropriations, I guess it's called, excess revenue from the last fiscal year. Do I have a motion on this?
So moved, Pam Iacono.
And a second?
Bill.
Thank you. Any discussion?
I'm going to abstain for the same reasons, just going to wait for the Board of Finance to finalize it on Thursday, and I'll vote on Monday.
Same.
Amy Ruggiero.
Yeah, I'm going to wait too, and I don't know. I find the whole thing kind of strange. I mean, it's I don't know how the number is so big, and I don't know why we didn't put up a reserve to begin with for the fill pile. So it'll be interesting to see that discussion play out, hopefully.
I'm going to abstain too.
Bill, do you mean that there should have been a reserve put into this new fiscal year budget?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it could have, it could have been discussed as part of the budget process.
Mm-hmm.
This excess was pretty obvious, and we talked about it, and we took some of it into consideration, and it's just so big. It's kind of crazy.
Any other discussion?
No, it's just an interesting point. You'll have to wait to see what the Board of Finance does. I mean, that financing is all their purview. It's not ours.
Exactly. As a matter of fact, do we do this typically, Pam?
You know, it's really interesting, Bill, that you raised that, because up until I believe that 2019 transfer on revenue that Bob Mayer brought forward, I don't ever remember voting on revenue before, and I, to be perfectly honest with you, don't even remember the history of why we were suddenly voting on revenue. So that was definitely started under Bob Mayer, because I remember when it happened, but I don't have a recollection.
Jim must think you have to do it for some reason, right?
Yeah, correct. But I explicitly remembering Bob Mayer on this, but my memory fails me as to what the reasoning behind all of that was.
Any other comments?
Yeah.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Oh, did we get an aye on in favor? Who was that?
Karen.
Is that
I'm in
Karen?
favor. I guess I'm, yeah.
Okay. Anyone opposed? And I guess everyone else is abstaining.
Josh, you're abstaining?
Yes. And I believe that's all of our business, unless I missed anything or anyone has anything else to share.
No, I think that's it.
Any new business?
Thank you, everybody, and have a good night.
Say,
Thank you.
wait,
Have a great
new
night.
business, and then I need someone to adjourn.
I move to
I'll make a
adjourn.
motion to adjourn. I'll second. Amy Ruggiero.
Amy's moved and Karen seconded.
Sure.
Okay. And we didn't have any new business, right? None.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, and we're done at 8:58.
Yep.
Thanks, Drew. Appreciate
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks,
Okay.
everybody.
Good night,
Have a good
everybody.
evening.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.